All right, so quick breakdown on Nasdaq today. This should be very brief and very short, and I'll also talk about targets or expectations going into tomorrow. So again, we started off the day midnight opening price. Okay, price really consolidated for the most part throughout London. So I'm going to highlight London for a second from 2 o'clock to 5 a.m. There's my 2 o'clock. Well, I'm just going to here 2:35. I'm just going to highlight the range. So this is essentially London's range. All right. I like to see consolidations during London session on indices specifically. So we had that for London consolidation. Price and drops slowly. Still, it really stayed within its consolidation, right? But what really sold this and my expectation of price going lower today was, again, strong SMT. If you look at your US 30, a run at 930 is high. Yeah, 930, right? Ran higher, taking out London's highs. Nasdaq not have the energy to do so. So I knew prices like to drop lower, right? Because again, 930 opening price, 930 opening price on 30 ran out these highs and ran out the intraday highs. We did not see the same thing happen on that. Nasdaq rather hit a order block right here. Boom. It dropped, created a slice little zone here. I did want to see price trade back in here, but it failed to do so. And I didn't take any shorts here per se because I'm trying to keep the first 30 minutes of the market to retail traders and just really to figure out what price I'm going to do. I'm going to miss price runs like today. There's an obvious drop lower to this level. And if you look closer, it's below Asian's lows, which start at 16 o'clock New York time. But, I'll miss out on those trades because I just want to wait till 10, after 10 to then execute, right? It gives me time to really look at the markets, take my time, not rush anything. But after 10 o'clock, we just kind of consolidated. We did hit this nice little order block right here, right? Hit that and then dropped a little bit more and then create another loot zone or, fair value gap and then drop lower again. And after that, right, I did take some buys where price ran higher to take out 10 o'clock's highs. And if you look on your 1 hour chart, it also went to a 1 hour fair value gap. So I'm just going to highlight that just to highlight it right for completeness sake. So this is exactly where spending price to hit. Again, this level was initial, but again, higher time frame supersedes lower time frames. So as much as the lower time frame had an area up in here, it makes sense to consider buys to run price above these highs here. This area, so you can see what price eventually did. Poked into the area, right? And I think poked into it twice as well. Boom. Poked in the first time, dropped some more, poked in again twice. So you look at PM session start at 13 o'clock. You can then see, again, price showing respect to this level here for the most part. It kind of traded below just a little bit. It went higher to take out those highs. I also created a nice little swing low here that bolstered the reason for price want to go higher. Again, especially if price has been dropping all day, it makes sense for PM session to deliver some type of run higher. But again, it's only a 30-point run, so it's really like price is really in a tight range, nothing crazy. Go to 1 minute chart. On a 1 minute chart, this area delivered the shorts right here. All right, so 930 again on 30 ran higher, taking out these highs. Instead, Nasdaq dropped lower. Nice little loot zone created here. Fair value gap drops, goes a little higher, and sees order block right here. Drops. That's the loot zone right here. I didn't highlight this one. Trades into that, drops. Creates another one here, and an order block right here. Price trades into that. And it drops. Creates a nice little zone here. All right. Trades that and then drops some more. So price just kept on delivering lower and lower and lower. But again, if you're looking at after 10 o'clock specifically, the only trade that could have been taken, I didn't take a sell on this because I wanted to see price trade a little higher. It didn't give me that. What a sell that could have been taken was a potential entry right here. Stop loss about these highs. Then expect the price to drop a little bit lower. Or when price did this, trades back in here, another drop. But again, it's very tight range, so I'm not really excited about price action today. What I would like to talk about is expectations going into tomorrow. So first things first, is there any news events? It's the first thing, right? Let's ignore this.
Listen, it's called.
All right, guys. Let's look real quick. Forex Factory. Excuse my language. Excuse my burping. So tomorrow, what do we have? Oh, we have federal funds rate. So this is really why price has been in the consolidation. So 1 p.m. should be interesting. We will see price do some numbers. And I think the Federal Reserve is going to cut rates by a quarter. So they already are predicting it right here. So the forecast is 4.25. And the chairman of the Reserve, Powell, already said they're going to change their stance. So it's all about following through. If he doesn't follow through, that would be interesting. But I would expect a rate cut. Now, would it be a percentage point or a quarter? We shall see. So perhaps if it's more than expected, price might just keep go higher aggressively. If he doesn't cut, that'll be interesting. I doubt he doesn't cut. I think he's going to cut the rates. So 1 p.m. So that means even AM session right tomorrow, we should be not already expect price to really go crazy, right? Because everyone's going to wait on this news for him to actually follow through, actually cutting rates. And then the rest of the week should be easy flowing. We have unemployment claims and Friday. So I really think we just need to set the tone with interest rates. This would be a first cut in a long time. So that's going to be interesting at 1 p.m. New York time. See what happens there. So that being said, though, I like to look at areas where price can go to before market opens. So before midnight opening price. And off the dribble already, again, it's 2 areas. If price is going here first, okay, let's focus on the buys. If I want to buy this thing, I would expect price to drop lower in here, which would be below 50% of this range, right? Of this range here. So I want to see price drop 50% below. It could even, right, go to this last down close candles, and I'll still expect some type of buying to take place. So I'm expecting price to drop below 50% and goes to buying opportunity, especially with the fact that we know federal funds, more than likely, the chairman is going to cut rates, right? From far perspective, you kind of see, it's a nice little order block here. So I think price can maybe tap that and then give us a move higher. Still on daily chart, yeah. That's on daily chart I want to look at. Daily chart's kind of created a fair value gap here. All right, but I like the idea of like price dropping lower into this area, giving some buys. If not, we have this down close candle here. If not, if price goes really aggressively, drops lower here, taking out previous day's lows, cool. My expectation is still momentum higher. So that's going to be it for this one. Nothing crazy. Straight to the point. So we'll see what tomorrow gives us. Last week, I called price, and price is exactly what I was expecting to do. I mentioned this level here. How if prices to get above that, we will see all-time highs. And if I was to extend that out, I'm just going to use this to make it easier. Just for now. I want you to see how the price uses that as support. See that level? This area I want to see price go above, trade above it, come back into use as support, and now we take it off. We create a nice little fair value gap here again. Price drops and that takes off. So far price has been acting accordingly. So we'll see if here, this fair value gap here wants to also deliver. Drops in there. Can we see a continuous move higher? That's going to be that. Until next time, good luck with the trade.